Hey guys, Andrew here with just a couple quick announcements before we dive into this podcast. I just wanted to say from the bottom of my heart, on behalf of Serpents, True Media, and of course myself, I just wanted to say thank you all to everyone, that tuned in to the Lust of the Lawless music video premiere. We Serpents debuted a new music video. If you haven't watched it, on YouTube and on Metal Injection about 2 weeks ago, and I could not be more happy with the amount of support you guys have shown during this really, really messed up time. So I just wanted to say thank you, and I also just wanted to reiterate to all of you that the only thing Serpents needs from you guys right now is just watch the video if you can, listen to our music on Spotify, and just talk to us. That's all we ask. And if you're listening to us on Spotify under Serpents US, throw us on one of your favorite playlists, will you? I would really appreciate that. I know it might seem like nothing, but you guys don't know that it is actually very, very, very helpful if you guys do that, or even if you guys comment or talk to us about anything. So just keep that in mind. I'm trying not to talk too much because my throat's kind of raw right now. But just know we're still here. We're still entertaining you guys, and we're not planning on stopping anytime soon. So stay tuned for some cool, I guess, I don't know what to call it, but stay tuned for some cool stuff coming in the pipeline. Obviously, not pertaining to live music, but we're still here. We're still plugging away. Okay. So thank you all for that. And also thank you to everyone that participated in our, I guess you would call it, fundraiser or donation drive. I don't know. A week ago, we ran a little special to help support our friends at the Nomad fundraiser. For those of you that don't know, there is a fundraiser active right now that is specifically built for supporting all of the touring folks that are currently out of a job due to this COVID situation. So if you guys want to help them out, head over to Nomad Fundraiser at their GoFundMe and drop a donation. But we try to, give a little spin on it, give a little some extra. So, we ran a little special that every Serpents merchandise item you buy, we fucking donated 100% of the proceeds to them and also raised an additional $5. So I'm very thankful for everyone that participated. And like I said, they are still asking for donations if you are feeling gracious. And if not, hey, I get it. I'm broke, man. I'm broke too. So if you still want to support us, you know how to do it. Okay. Other than that, hope you guys stay home, stay safe, stay healthy. We're still here. We're still rocking like docking. And I can't wait for you guys to dive into this next episode. But before we do that, do me a favor, subscribe to the podcast if you haven't already. Share it if you can. I know it's kind of hard with a podcast, but talk about it with your friends, please. And ask questions. Oh, shit. I've totally forgot. Last thing, okay? Real quick. I just opened up a new Facebook group. So instead of, how every podcast episode I tell you guys, hey, message me your questions, whatever. Fuck that. Join the Mr. Mikhail's Manor of Mischief, Magick, and Mystery, the podcast Facebook group. It is exclusive for listeners only. So if you can, let's direct all of our questions, our band submissions, our just chat or whatever. Bring it all to the Facebook group that I made exclusively for all of you folks here at the Manor today. All right. So do me a favor. Do all of those things for me. I don't know, man. I know there's a lot. There's a lot of big asks, but are they really that big? You decide. All right, guys. Thanks, and I hope you enjoy this episode. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Mr. Mikhail's Manor of Mischief, Magic, and Mystery, the podcast where we talk about music, the occult, and just day-to-day life. I am your host, Andrew Mikhail, and welcome to the 6M Podcast. All right, and we are back in full swing, and by popular demand, I am joined by none other than the Lizard for the second installment of The Lizard and the Wizard. How are you doing today?
I'm good. The Lizard is in the house. Well, I'm always in the house. You get it. Ha. Ha.
For those that don't know, the Lizard is my partner in crime, my hetero life mate. I don't know how you got that from Jay and Silent Bob. I don't even know what that means. But
are you Jay or Silent Bob?
I'm definitely Silent Bob.
But I want to be Silent Bob.
I literally look like Silent Bob, and you probably look more like Jay.
Thanks.
And you talk probably more, if not equal to Jay. So,
well, I guess I'll take it.
do you remember that movie at all?
Yeah.
Do you remember the part that Silent Bob didn't really talk until he had to scream?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like me.
It is. You're right.
You're the one spewing profanities.
I just think Silent Bob's cute. Maybe that's why I like you. I've come full circle.
Have you ever seen that picture of me, by the way?
What?
Like side to side with Silent Bob?
No.
Oh. I gotta show you that then.
Looks like we have something to do later.
All right. So we're coming in real hot to this podcast. This is the quarantine special. We're on week 3.5 of straight up not leaving the house.
Boom.
And it's been quite a ride, I would say.
It's a roller coaster. There's good days, there's bad days, but I think we're doing good.
I mean, we're doing good in the sense that we are, to our knowledge, we haven't gone. I mean, obviously, like I go for walks and you do lizard stuff, and
shed my skin.
Yeah, I mean, as we're recording this podcast, we are both literally shedding skin right now.
Oh, that's true. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, see? You just say the things. I'm the one that is the silent one until I need to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're right.
But yeah, I mean, we are healthy so far, thankfully. And in case those of you out there have been worrying about me or her or both of us or...
Probably not,
yeah.
It's okay, though. We worried about each other.
Exactly. Because that's what this is all about, folks. It's about fucking getting on a team and trying to win. Win big.
We are a team.
Which team do you choose, folks? Are you with the Manor, aka the living, or are you against us?
With us.
Huh?
I said with us. Should be with us.
Hell yeah.
There's a lot of stupid people out there right now doing stupid shit. Go home.
There is a lot of stupid people, and honestly, I'm trying to be chill. I'm trying to be cool because I could really dive deep on this subject because every time I go for a walk, every time I look outside the window, there are people gathering and bullshitting, and it boils my blood, but
I am impressed with your restraint currently because I know it does really upset you, and I agree with you. I'm at least thankful that, we're not in a more populated area right now because it probably would seem even worse with people outside and, things like that. So, yeah. But it's just, it's bad here. So I'm sure it's even worse in bigger cities and.
Yeah. Like I even told you the other day, like I would not be able to be in my apartment in the city in Chicago like during this shit because I'd probably fucking lose my mind. Between the cokeheads in the basement and the fucking girls getting banged out upstairs and
the cat.
and my old roommate's cat.
You probably would have murdered it or let it out or something. That cat was annoying as shit.
I don't know what I would have done in this situation, because for those of you that don't know, I had these two female roommates that I really didn't mesh with, but like we still were like chill. So like it's not like I could like sit there and talk to her and be like, hey, like you got to take better care of your cat, because when you leave, the cat immediately turns into an asshole and it's just like meow, 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 meow. And it's like, okay, dude. And it's like loud.
It's kind of like our dog though at the top of the stairs right now, who was whining because he wasn't allowed to join the podcast, but he stopped, thankfully.
Because I taped his mouth shut and his wiener and his asshole.
They're gonna come upstairs too for something real weird.
Just a fucking... I'm not even gonna dive into that. But as you can see by the imagery we're painting for you, we're getting a little kooky in here, but we're keeping it cool. We're keeping up with culture. We watched the Tiger King.
Who didn't?
I know.
I've heard there's a lot of people that actually didn't like it though. And I'm sort of like, I thought it was good, but it wasn't like life-changing.
I think it came out like at the perfect time, because life right now is probably just as crazy as like the reality of the Tiger King like saga.
Yeah, I agree.
But I think like just like everything else that's like fun and good in the world, I think like people ruined it.
Yeah.
Like every time I'm on TikTok or anything, it's just like, fuck you, Carol Baskin. I'm like, I'm
tired. Yeah, I'm tired of the Carol Baskin shit. Like, I don't know. It started like a witch hunt. People are probably down there trying to get her. I don't know.
No, there are videos of, and I haven't shown you this, but there are videos of like people going to Big Cat Rescue and like harassing her and like getting escorted out by police.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, it's gotten bad.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
The kicker is there's supposed to be a new episode, like probably like a follow-up episode.
Yeah.
Like next week.
Wait, of the show?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, I think the Affliction dude and his nanny and his wife have some stuff to say, and I'm sure Carol Baskin.
Oh, the Affliction dude? The guy that only wears Affliction?
The fucking... I'm not even gonna say the walking taproot song. How about that?
Yeah, I'd be curious to see what they say.
Side note, folks, guys, leave Taproot alone. Leave Taproot alone. The guy is fucking obviously losing his mind. Like, I know this is side note, my world. Sorry, Lizard, but
that's okay.
People have taken like something sort of funny, including myself in the beginning. And just like Tiger King, they fucking buried it. It's not funny anymore.
Wait, so what? Would you care to indulge me? Because I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe others listening don't either. I have no idea.
It's Trapped, the band, the new metal band. Trapped, yeah. They've become like a meme now.
Yeah, okay, never mind. I
would rather not shine light on some of the moves some people have made on that.
I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But anyways,
but
oddly enough, aside from Tiger King, we get most of our entertainment these days from these fucking press conferences.
It's scary how the enjoyment I get out of them in a fucked up way. The way that Trump behaves and the way Pence looks at him, and just there are characters up there. You never know who's going to be up there on any given day. And Trump has stopped even introducing people when they speak. So I don't know who's who. It's a free-for-all.
There has been, I know, like, because you obviously, like, you can't watch every press conference. Otherwise, you're probably going to start going nuts. And you are inadvertently fueling Trump's ego. Like, and I'm not pro-Trump. I'm not anti-Trump. I'm just saying in general, the dude is watching the ratings. He's watching the stock, and he wants to see everyone watching. And you just can't, like, you can't watch all of these press conferences, but if you do, there is quite like the motley crew of just degenerates.
It's true.
Like the fucking, who is that guy with the hand? Trump time.
Oh,
blah,
see,
blah, blah.
I don't even know, but he's Trump time guy, and I love Trump time guy because he knows how to solve all the problems, and he will tell you so with exuberant hand gestures that I've never seen before in my life. He is great, and he loves Trump. He tells him he loves him on
Trump.
stage when they're at these press. He's fantastic.
He's got seam squeam eyes.
You got him, Trump. And you got the Surgeon General who seems like he got kicked out of the press conferences after he told everyone basically that they're gonna die. He hasn't been back since, and now he's making YouTube videos about how to make masks at home.
Yeah.
And then who else? We got
my favorite of the in a good way. My favorite was Trump time guy. Like I liked watching him because he's like, I don't know, he's excited.
He is.
But my favorite to laugh at was the My Pillow guy.
Who's My Pillow guy?
You didn't watch that press conference.
No.
This guy who is the creator of My Pillow or whatever started spouting like all this biblical shit.
How did you let me miss this one?
Because that was around the time you didn't want to hear this anymore.
Yeah.
That's when I also agree that you probably shouldn't be watching this, because I was like, oh, we're going off the rails.
Yeah, I went through like a little phase starting last week where I needed to ignore this stuff for a few days for my own well-being, but I need to get back into it because I felt more informed when I was watching them, and I felt like you and I bonded over watching them together, because literally watching them by yourself isn't fun. Watching them together and making fun of their faces and dumb shit that comes out of their mouths, that's enjoyable.
Well, it's like we get the information that we need. Like he opens each press conference up with, here's the information that's new. Mm-hmm. Then they bullshit. Then he opens it up for questions. My favorite parts are the new information, which is usually things are fucked, but we're the best. We got this, okay? And then the questions, because like all of these journalists are sitting there trying to like pull this gotcha shit. Like the world is fucking ending, and it's like gotcha. It's like
that's all they care about.
Yeah, I like watching his response because it's usually like bitchy and catty. Bitchy is an excellent descriptor for his question answering time. I mean, the other day though, he said, I'm not going to take any questions right now. I got to go to a meeting. I'll be back about 45. I am positive he went and took a shit and came back on the stage. You got to do what you got to do.
I mean, what else would you do? I mean, he needed his break, his poop time, and he took it.
What if it was like the fucking... He's like, I have my scheduled fucking...
He's banging out Melania in the back room.
No, not Melania. Fucking anyone he wants.
Oh, yeah. I would hope during times of coronavirus, he's keeping it in the family. Sorry.
Maybe that's the trade deal we keep hearing about. Maybe it's fucking trafficking slaves. Sex slaves.
Sex slave. You never know.
Cabal.
People who make, like sex toys and sex dolls right now are really in a good position, because people can't, imagine if we weren't dating, if we were both single, we'd be stuck at home by ourselves, no roommates, or maybe. What the hell are you gonna do? After a while, you never know.
I still wouldn't fuck a doll.
I know.
I'm not shaming anybody who's listening to this, but
there are a lot of people out there though that would.
I have and you know what? More power to you. If that can fucking satisfy you, especially like in a time like this, fucking have at it, get at it, morning, noon, night, whatever you got to do. Well, but my needs are my needs are specific. I can't fuck.
My needs are
Like we watched another show we've been watching. We've been catching up on this show Dave, which is like the Lil Dicky and Andrew Santino.
That's what I was going to bring up because I'm still obsessed with what I saw in that show.
Tell the viewers, what did you see without any spoilers?
So Dave is a character. You have to watch it. He's a white rapper.
Yeah.
He's kind of a nerd Jew. He's funny, but he's got a weird sexual muzzle. He's got a weird sexual issue. Something's wrong with his wiener. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like
mangled
with holes in it or something. I don't know.
But he fucking opens his closet in this episode, and on the floor is what looks like a pile of human flesh.
It literally looks like looks like the other half of you right now.
What?
Like you're laying on the floor.
I'm laying on my stomach on the floor.
Not naked, but it's pretty much like the same thing. Like it's like half of a torso.
Yeah, it's from the waist down to the toes. A woman. Well, I think a woman.
Yeah.
And it's made of like this like jello material, so you can pick it up and carry it around, but it's very like flexible and weird. And then he lays it on his bed, and then he fucks it, and it's for ass up.
He lays it on the bed, turns the heater on, fucking puts like, what is it, lube, and then he looks at a picture of Drake.
That is exactly what he does.
But the best part about it is the ominous, dark music behind it.
Yeah.
It's just like...
It's one of the weirdest scenes I've seen in anything in a while. And you just made me watch Greasy Strangler a few weeks ago. So for me to say that, it's a lot.
Did we talk about that in the last?
I think so. Yes, because that's when I was fresh off of watching that, and I was feeling funky. That's a weird ass movie.
In contrast from like the last episode or to this.
From Dave?
I'm saying from the last episode of the podcast, like it's been like what, 2 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
And we've seen a lot of shit. We've seen a lot of shit.
My favorite though was that waist down, ass up sex doll.
Yeah.
With no torso or head. I want to buy one of those and like keep it in a closet, so when we have people over after all this is over, we can just like pull it out when things get weird and throw it at them as a joke.
But see, in reality, the people that would be over would be like the Serpents guys.
That's true.
So it's like, I don't want to walk into the room in my own house and like see John fucking hammering out a fucking...
Ew, I don't want them to fuck it. I just want to have it around as like a weirdness.
A weirdness?
Yeah.
We can make it like a lamp.
Yeah, let's hang it on the wall. I don't know why. I get obsessed with strange things.
We should get one of those. Like nail it to the wall.
Yeah.
And have like everybody that comes to the house like autograph the legs or something.
See? It's a good idea. And then when I want to feel, I can like fuck with you and take it off and jiggle it around to make you laugh when you're in a bad mood or something. Does that sound like a good plan?
In a bad mood?
I mean, you and I are the people that have taken our dog's toy and hung it around the house and put it in weird scenarios to make each other laugh. So I'm sure that a weird sex doll is not any stranger than that.
Yeah. For those that don't know what we're talking about, so sometimes we take this bunny that our littlest dog.
Our toy poodle has a girlfriend. She's Bunny.
Yeah, and he's a sociopath, old man. Like he is a person, like this dog.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, one of his traits is that he has to nut, he needs her to touch the bunny. So like he humps the fucking bunny, nuts, licks his dick, and so this bunny is always covered in cum.
It's gross.
So every time he brings it to the bed or anywhere near me, I throw it across the house.
And it got to a point where it was always laying on our landing on the stairs, halfway down the staircase. Like every morning I get up and that goddamn bunny would be there. Like she threw herself down the stairs because she wasn't getting dick or something. Mm-hmm. And so I started, what did I start doing? Killing her.
Yeah, we started posing the bunny in different ways of death. So I dubbed it like on my Instagram. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll see in my stories, it's faces of death, and it's just this bunny in all these fucked up positions and hanging itself and fucking.
She took a lot of pills one day.
Yeah.
Well, the bathtub.
The best one was the bathroom with the Jack Daniels bottle and the Coke. And all that shit.
Yeah, I put like sugar on the floor. And
Didn't you put like glitter or something? No, it was sugar.
I don't remember what it was.
No,
it was
you made vomit out of the Bath and Body Works gold glitter soap.
I did. Put it next to some lines that I actually lined up with a credit card of sugar myself. Nice bottle of Jack, and then the bunny died on the toilet. That's normal, right?
That's
super normal.
Yeah, like I'm sure all the other band guys in the world are doing stuff like that with their ladies.
You never know. You gotta do what makes each other laugh sometimes.
Yeah. I mean,
just like tonight when I'm gonna fill up this hot tub. Just wait.
I'm gonna fill it up with piss.
Just wait.
With that poop poop. With that beep beep. I don't know. What else have we been watching? Obviously, 90 Day Fiance. We're not gonna get into that.
We watched some shit on YouTube.
What shit?
You know.
What shit?
Samantha.
Oh yeah, we talked about that.
Oh, did we?
We watched mukbangs.
Yes.
But like now that like the world shut down, nobody's really doing mukbangs anymore.
No. That's I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Maybe that's what's missing in our life. Besides a lot of other things right now.
I don't know.
Well, we'll have to search for those because I'm sure people are still getting it delivered.
Well, we saw Tiger King.
Yes.
We watched Dave because we're out of Curb Your Enthusiasm now,
which is sad.
Which is like the worst timing ever. It's like
the messed up part is I don't know if everybody's seen the last episode of Curb, but the last episode went down with Latte Larry's catching on fire. Oh shit! I can't say.
Spoiler alert.
Oh.
What are you doing?
Oh, you're not allowed to do that?
That's not nice.
Oh, I take it back. I don't think about things sometimes.
I mean, you didn't get to say anything, so.
It has to do with Purell. Let's put it that way. It's a little close to home for what's going on right now.
The quarantine.
That's all. It's just weird.
The quarantine.
We don't even have any Purell in this house.
No, we don't.
Got a lot of bleach disinfecting spray though. Oof.
Yeah, for like, I'm sure a lot of normal people that haven't like lived on the road are like, buying stuff like that. But as soon as I see everyone like hauling for like toilet paper, hand sanitizer, like my first instinct is like bleach and fucking, nail polish remover and fucking baby wipes. Well, it's like everyone was going for toilet paper and I was like, let's go for baby wipes. Shit like that.
Yeah, we're pretty good. We got stuff stocked. And if all else fails, we have a bidet thing. It's not a bidet. Yeah. I don't know what it is.
It technically, like, because I looked at bidets online, I was like, oh, well, because it's when we moved into the house, it was for diapers.
Well, I don't know what it was for. It's just like a sprayer connected to
it's like
the toilet.
A gun.
Yeah, a sprayer gun.
But the only thing is it's uncomfortable to sit there and spray under your ass. So.
I admittedly have not tried it.
I've tried it. It's cold.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, that's no good.
Whatever.
I guess it could feel good if you ate something spicy the night before and had a fiery shit.
I don't think that's ever happened to me. No, yeah, it has.
Yeah, spicy food doesn't affect me like that. I don't know.
I mean, I'm Middle Eastern, so it's like in built in the system, I guess.
Is your stomach made of iron?
Yeah. Iron Maiden.
Oh shit.
Maiden Iron. I don't know.
We've been watching a lot of TikToks.
Yeah. Well, also, guys, forgive me for my voice. I'm trying not to push too hard because I got like a little dryness in my throat. Don't be alarmed.
I've been making him talk too much.
Yeah. No, we've been making TikToks too.
Yeah.
Together.
It's become very evident that you are clearly the performer in this family, though, because I like when we tried to do that the one day, I got like nervous and stuff about it.
Yeah.
Like
that was
I don't, because I'm not used to it. I don't even put.
Well, neither are these like teenage kids.
No, but they're used to putting everything out there in the world and online and stuff. And I haven't had even a Facebook for fucking a lot of years.
Yeah.
So I'm not used to putting anything out. I'm like, oh my God.
And now you're on a podcast.
Yeah, this is easier though than putting my like physical presence out there.
Huh.
Especially because I haven't like even worn makeup and my hair has been in pigtails for like 3 fucking weeks.
Yeah, our in-house fashion varies during this 3.5 week lockdown. Like I'm wearing, I strictly have been sticking to, well, at least trying to stick to white t-shirts and just pants, which I'm wearing bears colored Zubas.
Gotta love those Zubas.
And I haven't shaved my face or my head. And it's just like, I feel like total garbage. And I'm pretty sure I haven't dressed normal in like a month.
No, we like wear sweats or like athletic clothes during the day and then a little bit more of a comfier level of those at night. If we do change at all, sometimes we don't.
Rubber gloves, scarves. That's about it. That's the only thing that's changed, I guess.
Yeah. And I mean, that's if you have to like leave, but
you know, our fashion, we've been taking advantage of some sales, right?
I stopped. I realized I was developing a problem, and I was shopping my feelings away on the internet about the current crisis, and I came to the realization that I should stop doing that because everything that is coming in the mail, I can't even do anything with. Like, why do I need a new pair of jeans? I don't.
Yeah, that's privilege. Okay.
I
Check
know.
your privilege.
Well, that's why I stopped doing it. But I got like addicted to like bidding on art on eBay. That's why there's a bunch of boxes on our front porch. Sorry. Yeah, and I haven't even opened them because why was I bidding on them? I got good deals, but I don't need that shit.
Yeah, I usually like cruise Reverb or Facebook Marketplace and stuff for gear, and then like part of me was like, even if I find a sick deal, like, do I really want to open any boxes right now?
Yeah.
Probably not.
I think it's just nice to like look at stuff though right now that's like pretty and a little happier, you know, something you might want in the future, or like something for your house or whatever. I think it's therapeutic to look at it, but I've been doing that, like looking and browsing and maybe making a cart, and then I close the browser window because I'm like, no, you gotta have a little control.
Yeah.
But
well,
it's
I mean,
still nice.
we're not completely denying ourselves of everything. I mean, we've been getting some takeout from time to time, or like, you know, as we said in the beginning of this podcast, you know, we out of boredom, we were like, let's do something fun. So we ended up doing like foot masks. You explain this better.
Well, they're from China. The Chinese foot masks. So I'm sure people have heard about them. You could get them on like Amazon. They're like this little booty that goes on your foot, and you sit with it for an hour. It's all squishy and weird.
Yeah.
It feels like your foot's like in a
no, it feels like your foot's in like a memory gel pillow.
I was gonna say in a pussy.
Nah.
Whatever. Difference of opinion. Like a large one. Whatever.
A fucking deep.
Maybe not even human. Maybe like cow.
You've
that got
touched a
real
cow
specific.
pussy?
Real specific. Anyway, you put these things on your feet, you sit, and then you take them off, and you got to rinse the stuff off, and then you wait, and in like 5 to 7 days, your feet are supposed to start shedding like all of the dead skin. Andrew did not believe that he had dead skin on his feet. However, his feet are currently very flaky.
Well, because it's like acid on your feet.
It is actually acid. I looked it up afterwards.
Yeah, I told you
like
that.
Like citric acid and I forgot.
Citric acid's like, was it normal? But there is like all of those whatever ingredients. I was like, oh, this is just like a chemical
Well,
burn.
we've never done it before. This is the time to do it because, like, if
No, it's
our
not.
feet got fucked up, we don't have to do a lot of walking right now. It's great. Anyway, they're stopping.
My fucking feet started falling off, I'd have to go to the emergency room, and then I'd get fucking the Rona.
Not the coronavirus. Is that so? I had to Cardi B coronavirus once. Coronavirus. That's what you wake up to every morning. Aren't you lucky?
That's what pops in my head literally every time I feel something in my body.
Coronavirus.
Like right now, like my throat is like sore from talking so much.
Yeah.
It's like the whole time it's like
coronavirus. Don't do it anymore.
It's like it's like part of me wants to like sit here and record songs and scream, and I'm like, if I scream while recording, it's like I'll be susceptible, and then all of a sudden I hear coronavirus in my head. Like, fuck, dude.
It is. It's very like a permeating sound, that little clip. That'll be forgotten. Now she'll only remember it for coronavirus.
That's okay.
That is okay. But yeah, your feet are doing good. I don't really think they're that much softer. I don't know.
No, not at all.
It feels honestly like the chemical shit put a film on our feet, and then the film peeled off. Like, you know, like when you put super glue on like your fingers and thing, and then how it peels off. It was like that. I don't even know if it was
on
skin.
TikTok today where it's like a wax bath.
Like paraffin wax.
I don't know.
Yeah, that shit's
like,
good.
You put it on your feet, and it's like $20 or something.
Maybe that'll be my next order.
I was. That looked cooler because the guy kept dipping it, and it was like a slipper, and he just kind of pulled it off.
You gotta put it in our shared Amazon thing so we can.
He probably got it from like fucking Wish. I don't know. Wish
is back delayed, I'm sure. People aren't getting
ordered off of Wish.
No, but I like Scott does normally, a friend of mine, and he said don't even check the tracking on that crap anymore. It's never coming. It's lost forever. But I did order you something, and I have a gift for you that's here that I have not unboxed yet. So maybe next time we record one of these, you can let the people know what I got you, because that's gonna be an interesting one.
Is it a?
You're welcome in advance.
It's a butt plug?
Nope.
For me?
Maybe. Never know.
Oof. Would it be one of those heart-shaped ones with the jewel, or would it be like...
I will tell you what, you don't need to give me another option. If I got you one, it'd be one of the fucking ponytails. With the fucking hair. Like the are they bronies?
At least give me, I think furries?
No,
or bronies.
There's a specific horse one.
I'm not really big on the bestiality.
No, but we watched that show, like My Horrible Obsession or whatever, on TLC. Yeah. They were on there. I think Pony Play. But if I got you one, it would definitely have a nice tassel on there.
I'd have to start wearing harnesses, and I'm start knocking teeth out so I can have fucking horse teeth like that. You remember that one chick?
That's what I was thinking about.
Got rid of her adult teeth to look more like a horse.
That woman was crazy.
You can almost guarantee she has a butt plug with a tail on.
At all times, for sure.
Yeah.
What do you think the people like in that show, like I think it's My Extreme Obsession or whatever. What do you think they're doing right now?
What do you mean?
Do you think coronavirus has impacted their ability to live out their bizarre dreams?
I mean, just based off of like what I see outside. Like the other day I went for a walk because I'm trying to stay somewhat healthy during this shit. I went for a walk, and then you see all these fucking people playing soccer, dicking around on their lawn. I'm like,
yeah, I don't get it.
I don't think that would stop pony play. Because ponies can't get coronavirus, don't you know? It's not spread from animals.
That is a really good point. Because those people full on think they're fucking horses.
Yep. Hopefully they'll be the first wave to go.
You just blew my mind. I'm going to enjoy thinking about that for a while. Thank you.
The fact that they
The fact that they're so nuts that they fucking think they're horses to the point where they probably believe they can't be infected with the virus. Wow.
mind blown, huh?
There are some interesting people out there. I don't know, man.
Some interesting people out there and in here.
That is also true.
Yeah.
Most people wouldn't want to order bottom half of a sex doll to hang on their wall, but here we are.
Here we are, and we're only getting started.
Imagine if this goes on for months. Shit in here is just gonna get wow.
It's gonna get weird, but also at the same time, like one of the things I'm trying to like remind myself, because like you do what? Like workouts, what do you do?
For working out?
Yeah.
Oh, I've been doing...
For the folks at home that want some ideas, what do you do?
Well, I subscribe to the Beachbody On Demand. Beachbody.
Beachbody.
It just has like all those workouts on, you can put them on your computer. So I will do like the 21-day fix or the T25 with Shanti. I like when he yells at me to do things.
Shantae.
And they're like a half hour long, and I'll do a little stuff after it. But like, if you do that once a day or every other day, at least you're moving.
Yeah.
And I do it in the basement, and it's over and done with. And at least I feel like I haven't sat on my ass like working all day and then moved my ass from that chair to the couch.
Yeah, that's one thing I have to start getting a hold of is like, before this happened, I was starting to ramp up working out. And I was starting to literally just starting to fucking get some results. And then this happened. And then, obviously we had to get smart with our food. And then I had to figure out what to do. So like the only thing I could do without hurting myself in my house is fucking go on walks for like fat burn. So like anybody that's trying to burn fat, and because what I read is like if you exert yourself too hard, your immune system goes down or whatever the fuck. So it's like part of me was like, fuck, I really want to do these home workouts, or I really want to lift, or I want to do all this shit. I'm like, damn, I can't bring my immune system down. So I started doing these fat burner walks with the heart rate monitor and like my app to see like where I'm at. Mm-hmm. So that's like about the most I'm doing, but
that's still good though. I mean, it's better than no movement at all. And you always tend to do better when you get in like a groove with something. So when you brought up that you were getting into like going to the gym, like you were on like a pretty like good schedule of going to the gym, and you had certain days where you would do certain things, and you were like really getting into it, and then this happened, and I think that threw you off for a little bit.
It fucked me up mentally too.
No, I know, because you would look forward to like that every day, and so I think that threw you off for a little bit, but I think it's good that you're getting, at least the walks.
It's that, plus it's like you can attest to this more than anybody, like I don't take much time for myself in the day at all. Between the podcast, between the band, between things that are in progress, like I don't take really any time for myself other than like going to the gym and like spending time with you. So when I didn't get to go to the gym, I had to be careful before I go deep into band or whatever shit and like not take care of my body.
Right.
So like aside from like walks, like I think I told you I'm going to start doing keto again very soon.
Yeah.
Despite the doctor's recommendations apparently all over the internet. If anybody has any suggestions, I'm keen to hear it, but I got a lot of good results on keto, and I've been locked in the house for a month, and I would like to come out of the house looking better than when I came in.
You want to be a butterfly?
Fuck yeah.
Are you a caterpillar right now?
I'm a worm.
Ooh.
A slug.
Oh no. I'll get to learn how to cook your keto stuff too. So that'll be something that I can focus on and learn. That'll be productive and whatever.
Yeah, the key is pure fat.
I was just gonna say, I know in our next Instacart order, we're gonna be putting a lot of butter,
grass-fed
cream
butter,
cheese, cream cheese.
I got along just fine with I think it was 2 pounds or 1 pound of, this was like a week of groceries.
Yeah.
Like a pound of bacon or 2 pounds of bacon, and I would cook already for the whole week. A bunch of eggs. I got along with I think it was beef, like full fat beef, with asparagus. And then like for dessert, I would usually make like a little pie or like a cheesecake.
I remember that pumpkin cheesecake when we first started dating. You were keto and you made that, and it was just
mostly
butter, was it? And cream cheese.
It was butter, cream cheese, and I think
those keto
much.
desserts are good, but if you're eating them with a keto person and you're not on keto, those will kick your ass because you don't realize how much fat you're eating.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But honestly, another reason why I've been wanting to go keto is, the listeners don't know, but I've been having quite an issue with, I guess, trying to concentrate. I mean, obviously, guys, give me a fucking break with all that's happening, especially in my industry. Shut down pretty much for who knows how long. It's like part of me is trying to find like how to concentrate on like, let me write a death metal song. It's like, well, I got to do this. I got to do that. So like keto, when I was on keto, like I started it when I was doing the lyrics for Temet Nose, and then that with like other things mixed in. But the keto really got me to focus.
Oh yeah, it takes that sugar and like carb crap out of your. Doesn't that affects your brain?
It definitely affected my brain, and honestly, like I felt pretty sharp a lot of the time. And like I was a JBL Sennheiser rep when I was on keto, and like if you told me to get in my car and talk to people right now and try and sell them anything, like shit, like part of me feels like even the podcast would improve if I were like on keto again.
Yeah, I mean, we'll give it a try, and I'll cook whatever keto stuff you want.
The Keto Guido.
Yeah.
Ooh, we can get the cookbook.
Oh, is there a cookbook?
The Keto Guido cookbook.
Either way, or just is that what's his face from Jersey Shore, right? Oh yeah, I forgot about him. Man, I used to love those scenes in Jersey Shore that when they would go to his like parents or grandparents and they would put out the spread of Italian food.
Pasta.
Oh my God.
I just love watching, like, the people listening don't know, but I love mob movies because it reminds me of my own culture. Like
I see that.
Yeah, like the Assyrians probably watch too many mob movies. But like, and even like the scenes where they have the spread or like the family, everybody's getting together and the pasta. And
it's like a holiday at your family's house.
Exactly. Like my family, every fucking weekend would be like, everybody comes, the spread, you got the rice. The rice is our pasta. You got all this shit. And I forgot even where I was going with that.
I don't know. I got distracted by thinking about biryani that your grandma makes. Oh, God.
Well, no, it's like I like watching the Vinny's thing because I'm like, wow, that's like my family's house. Mm-hmm. And then you just hear everybody like scooping pasta. And it's like, and you're like, ooh, I know that's good as shit.
I know. Even though we just had Luminati's last night, now that sounds good. I was thinking about making spaghetti squash pasta though.
Tonight?
Yeah. We'll have to talk about that. But now you got me on this. Now I'm thinking about pasta and Assyrian food. No. I'm very conflicted.
Nah, bruh.
No, I'm not going to make real pasta. Oh. That's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad.
I'll give you cancer. No, but it's, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know why we got into this. What, Keto Guido?
I don't know. Yeah, we were talking about you going back on keto, I guess.
Yeah. Well, another upside about keto is improved sexual stamina, performance.
Oh, is that true?
I think so.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, when I was on keto and single, like when I was in Austin,
yeah.
like I was even a part of like some keto dating group. And it's like everybody was horny 24/7.
Yeah. Well, that's because you're not getting a lot of pleasure out of anything else.
Pretty much.
That's how I was when I was doing like no carb, no sugar stuff. It's like, well, what else is there?
Well, I think another thing is better. Like, sorry, but as a man on keto, it's a little bit better than the ladies because apparently there's keto crotch.
Oh, yeah. You told me about that. That's why you won't let me do keto. Not that I want to. I don't want to eat that much fat. I feel like shit.
I love you too much.
You love me too much.
To see you fall.
Jesus Christ.
But no, I mean, I think that would be nice. A little extra boost to the already hot-rodded sexual stamina
Hey,
that I have.
why not? Why not? And that is true.
Everybody knows I'm a fucking hedonist. So.
I should probably be scared, but I dated you when you were on keto before.
Yeah. And that went pretty well, didn't it?
It did.
Yeah. Goddamn right.
Still going well.
Still going well, but I got back problems.
Oh.
So I need a little pick me up.
All right.
I'm carrying too much weight. But
it'll be good.
I don't know. I also think this quarantine thing is helping us in a way as far as our relationship goes.
How so?
Well, also for the people listening at home, I'm sure that they're locked in with their significant other or
locked up in the nut house.
Soon to be ex-husband, ex-wife, ex-boyfriend, and girlfriend.
Like the theme of this should be locked up in the nut house.
I swear it's going crazy. Yeah.
Yeah,
no, I mean,
it's different.
Great answer. It's different.
It's really not that different for us because we were around each other like all the time anyway. It's just different knowing that there's no other option. I suppose.
Not even that. I think it's more of an eye-opening experience as to like who each of us is in like a time of crisis.
That is true because we've had days and several days on end where we've been totally on the same page with, what we're taking seriously, what we're doing to try to protect us. And then we go through like a day where we don't agree on shit. So it's like a really hard time for people to be on the same page because nobody fucking knows anything and we're trying to figure out together and it's scary. So it's hard.
Well, that's the key of any relationship. I mean, if you even look like in the past, like primal whatever days,
yeah,
it's people had to huddle up with each other and the strong ones lived on to create other strong people, and then you know, nature weeded all the weak ones out. And it's like, I'd like to think that our union is strong.
Yeah.
And and there's another thing aside from you and I, like finding like our true sense, like in a, I guess, fight or flight scenario.
It
like
is
we
fight
are,
or flight for sure.
Is you also get to see all of the people around you. And like, I know this podcast has gone left, right, up and down in terms of like subject matter, but like, when I harp on like the mystery aspect of this, so like a nice little philosophy that I would like to impose on all of you listening is take a hard look at the people around you, or even the people online, or whatever, your favorite celebrities, rock stars, whoever. I want you to take a long look at these people right now and how they're acting. And maybe now, maybe even later it gets worse, but either way, take a look at them now and you are going to see who that person really is right now.
Yeah.
I think that's the best part of this whole scenario is like, I think people in general, at least people who are cognizant and smart, are going through like a spiritual awakening. But like a part of that spiritual awakening is being able to see through someone's mask, their facade that they have all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to get into specifics, but I've been seeing a lot of true colors as of late. And I see other people being fooled, and it's kind of a bummer. But at the same time, how would they know? Everybody's fucking putting on a front online. So it's just, I mean, even the person next to you, like we've been seeing each other's true colors, and thankfully, you know, it's the same colors of the same flag.
Yeah,
but,
it is.
You know, somebody could be running another color, but secretly they're bullshitting.
Yeah, I agree. And I think you and I do best when we aren't putting on a facade or anything like that. Like we had, you know, a disagreement recently, and it came down to the fact that we figured out that we weren't seeing eye to eye on something, because I've been trying to put a positive spin on a lot of things that are going on, that it's truly not how I feel. It's like I'm trying to convince myself that this is better than it is and things aren't so bad. But in doing so, I like alienated you, and I wasn't being true with you on how I was feeling. And then when we realized that, and I was like, yeah, this is fucked up and I'm scared. Yeah. We got back on the totally same page right away. And it's weird. It's
like that meme with the dog where like the house is burning and the dog smiling at the table. Is like, everything is fine.
Yeah, like that's what I was trying to do, because I thought maybe that was like best for us, because things were getting darker like in the outside world, and it didn't help us. What helps us is being real with each other. And I think that's very telling that we have a fucking solid relationship. Yeah. Because you have to be able to be real with your partner.
We are real with each other. Like, don't get us wrong. Like, we're real with each other all the time, but like, obviously, given the situation, like, it's pretty confusing for both of us. So it's like, we don't know what the other person likes, as far as like, you know, I'm in survival mode, hunter fucking mode. It's like, you know, maybe she's not into that right now. Maybe she's not ready for that fucking mindset. And, you know, we do these podcasts, you know, for not only to entertain ourselves somewhat right now, but also like shit. It has its peaks and valleys. It's like we have good times and we have really low times, and I'm not going to sit here and bullshit on the podcast and like tell everybody that everything's perfect. Like we've been going through it, and
and everybody's processing what's going on differently and at different stages and pacing and whatever. So you don't know what anybody else is feeling right now. I think just assume everybody's going through a damn hard time, and they know you are too. I think that's the best way to think about it. Like, everybody feels that this is fucked up and sucks, and everybody's handling it differently or having different thoughts at any given moment. And it's weird, and it's kind of a cool learning experience too, I think.
No, it is. It's literally like, if you're in a relationship right now, and if you're feeling like this, like you guys are gelling, you don't need any more proof. Like,
that's true.
You should probably just stick together forever. But if you are like literally not having it, like, I know some people right now, like personally, that can't stand the other person in the house with them or in their apartment, and they would rather go out into public and risk their lives over being away from these people. It's like, after this is over with, you should probably not be together anymore. Like, that's given the fact if you even last, like, if you're alive after this. But
I would give the advice, though, if you're really not getting along, try to think about the fact that that person might not be handling the situation in the same way that you are on that day. You know, just be understanding of each other too, you know. But it's probably definitely a good time to reevaluate if you truly feel like you're suffering with someone right now. That would not be fun. I know some people too, actually. My own some people in my own family. Oof.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, I can't imagine. Or imagine being like if you lived with your parents or something right now. Wow. I couldn't. Wow.
I mean, with my parents, it was always live or die. So
Shit.
I don't know.
I guess you would be in probably a better position to deal with it.
Yeah, I'm super glad I'm old enough right now to fucking maintain my own castle versus dealing with my parents. I know your parents are older, so they might even be more lax.
What, right now? Could you imagine being locked up in the nut house with my dad? Mm-hmm. Oh my God. I pity my mother, but she's being strong. I
would say Fox News's ratings are probably solely on the back of your father right now. That's Fox News.
That's 100% true. He also watched all of the debates that I think were on C-SPAN or whatever. Mm. He loves C-SPAN, so I'm sure he watched all those stimulus debate. He will watch it like till like 5 a.m. It's how can you stay awake?
Describe your father to the people listening.
Good God, how? It's better
nicely.
If you do
I'm saying like describe him.
Yeah, but you're an outside person. I don't think I can describe him.
So he's 80?
My father is 80 years old.
He's a vet, right?
He was in the army.
He's traveled.
He's traveled a lot. He's seen a lot of things. Grew up real poor. On a farm.
And he's been in the public service, blue collar, a lot of his life, mm-hmm. And he is very American
and very opinionated.
Yes,
and very strong and scary.
Yeah,
to a point. Yeah. He loves what he loves, and that's all that matters.
His family and his country. So imagine that, and imagine based off of the news. When they try and make someone look like an enemy of the country, your father just he grabs his gun and he's ready to go. Like,
he's
Hillary, be careful.
Oh God, he hates Hillary.
Hilarion.
Lord knows what he would do, but yeah, it's good that he's enclosed in their home right now.
Well, tell our listeners. I mean. Your parents know that we both, obviously you love them, but your parents know if they listen, which I don't think they would be listening to this, but they know that I'm not making fun. I just think it's ridiculous.
They don't even know what a podcast is, but
but tell them about your fiasco over ordering something for them.
Oh yeah. Well, they've never had to order they didn't know you could order food. They don't know what like Grubhub and any
Are you talking about when your dad was like, I'm going?
Yes. So I'm just prefacing this with my parents don't know that you can order anything. So I ordered my mom Instacart groceries a week ago and she cried on the phone out of joy. She didn't know that was a thing and she was so concerned she's going to have to go to the store during this. So I ordered that. So after that, she's now discovered she can order Portillo's. Mind blown.
Portillo's, for those outside of the Chicago, is like the best fucking hot dogs, the best burgers you can get in Chicago. It's a fast food chain. It's like our In-N-Out pretty much.
The woman ordered enough Portillo's to stock up for probably a week for only herself. And I know none of it was for my father.
Did she get a shake?
She doesn't like the shake. She likes those burgers and those beefs and those fries. She got all of it. Anyway, so I get a call from them. This was after that, like probably 2 days ago or something. And my mom, your dad thinks we need to go to McDonald's to drive through and sit in the car and eat. And I just don't want to go. I don't think it's safe. And I was like, well, you don't have to. Well, he's forcing me, blah, blah, blah. They have this weird dynamic. She tries to make him happy. He's 11 years older than her. Is a weirdness now. So she makes me get off the phone with him. God damn it, I'm going to McDonald's. I want a burger. I want to sit in the car and look at people. Like, this man, he's 80. He just had pneumonia recently. Like, you'd think he'd be taking this more seriously. So it came to a point where he wanted McDonald's, but he hung up the phone on me because he was pissed at me because I was telling him it's unsafe. And then I told my mom, like, I can order it for you. She, can you order it while you're still on the phone with me so it shows up and he doesn't even know we did it? So I Uber Eats her hamburgers from McCheeseburgers, double
stocked them up,
cheeseburgers.
right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I got her a bunch of. She's like, I just want 2 double cheeseburgers. So I made her get more than that, obviously, to not waste the person's time. But I never heard a peep out of them for the rest of the day, and I think the following day, because they got their little burgers and they're happy.
That fucking shit would survive a nuclear fallout.
Oh yeah,
Like those burgers ain't going nowhere if they don't eat them.
no. And my parents got into this phase of they are eating out a lot, family restaurants, McDonald's, whatever. And my mom even told me, and she's not very much overweight or anything like that.
Not at all.
She's lost 10 pounds since they've been in self-isolation. And she's like, do you think that's just from not eating out? I'm like, yeah. You don't know what they're using in your food. There's so much nastiness and whatever. You stop eating out maybe once every great while. Yeah, she's lost 10 pounds doing nothing. So that's good for her. She deserved that McDonald's, I guess. But yeah, he was in a flurry. And
your dad is also the only person I know that literally fights to get thrown into a retirement home.
he wants to go. Oh, he tried to go. Mom told you yesterday. He wants to check himself into assisted living. I'm like, you want to go to a nursing home right now? I got on the phone with him. I'm like, do you watch the news? Do you realize how many people have died? I don't know what he wants.
Oh. Wasn't it because of the food before? I mean,
yes, he wants,
doesn't like
he
your
wants
mom's
his
cooking?
3 hots and a cot not made by my mother. My mom's not a good cook, that's true, but he doesn't try to make it any better or give her any ideas of something he might want or anything. He just expects her to, create gourmet meals. This has been my whole childhood and life. Their only arguments, my dad will tell you this too, food and money. Those are the only things they've ever fought about, and that's true.
I mean, that was the same goes for my parents, I think.
Yeah. But most of the time it's just him criticizing what my mother makes, and it's gotten worse. But yeah, he wants to go to the nursing home so that someone feeds him and he can just be there, and he wants to interact, I'm sure, because he loves to talk.
Yeah.
Probably tired of talking to my mom, but yeah, he's tried to admit himself several times. I've had to even go over there to diffuse the situation, make sure he didn't check himself in.
I talked to him on the phone. What was it, Christmas?
Oh God, yeah, I forgot. I blocked that out.
He's a fighter, and I see some similar qualities in myself.
Oh,
So
I thought you were gonna say
looking
me.
forward to the future.
Well, hopefully I don't become as stubborn as him, and we should be good.
Well, we're already on a good leg up. I like your cooking.
Oh, thank you.
But if we go keto, maybe that's where you fall.
I think that's probably where I excel. I'm be like the TikTok broad that makes the stuff for the annoying husband who tastes it, and then she goes, "It's sugar free. Do you believe it? It's keto. Do you love it?" I'm gonna do that.
Keto? It's like how that dude. And people are probably like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, I don't know how to explain this to people.
I don't know. Bunch of losers. Just kidding.
I will excel at keto cooking. Just let me try.
Maybe. Well, since I don't have a job anymore for the foreseeable future, maybe I'll make a keto cookbook.
I think that's a good idea.
Say fuck music.
Why not? We can make a metal.
Well, I'm not saying
cookbook.
fuck music. Music fucked me. Okay.
Music fuck.
Okay. It came from China.
Coronavirus.
Yeah. See, now we're starting to lose it.
Uh-huh.
All right. And I think
time
we're
for a walk.
dehydrated because we both sat down here for a while. But either way, it's episode 13. Sorry it took us so long to fucking get this to you. We didn't kill each other.
No.
We're still alive.
Yeah.
I had some issues last week with the podcast. Apparently, Spotify and others are playing dictator and banning users for mentioning coronavirus or COVID-19. So I had to be careful, and we had to scrap about 2 takes of this because of what's happening. I don't know why all these social media platforms and streaming services are suppressing any mention of coronavirus or anything like that. I'm guessing it's because of this whole fake news shit. but to ban users and voices and articles is kind of fucked up, and it's pushing a line, in my opinion, because what's to say is acceptable speech, or even what's to say this whole like what is it, martial law bullshit?
Yeah.
What's to say that doesn't even get lifted? You know, what if it's just permanent? Who knows? But either way, we're still here. We're still talking. I'm still behind the scenes making tunes for you guys. Got a lot of stuff coming up in the pipeline. Granted, you know, we make it to tomorrow, but it's been a pleasure.
I agree.
It's been my leisure to service your pleasure.
I love when you rhyme.
We're out of time.
Yeah. Oh shit. I can't do it. I suck. I'd be the worst white rapper ever. You're welcome.
That was a cop out.
Oh,
all right.
God.
Well, anyways, I'm thirsty and I want to go for a walk. So
yes, the sun is out. Let's do it.
I hope you guys stay safe, stay home, stay healthy. We don't have a musical feature out of respect for what's going on right now. And hopefully you guys enjoy this. If you did, please spread it. Spread them.
Spread them.
No.
Spread it.
Yeah, guys, please subscribe to the podcast, rate the podcast, and share it as much as you can. You know, this is a DIY operation, so any help is appreciated. And hope to see you guys next week.
Me too. Can I just do this as my sign off? Coronavirus. You're welcome. I'm sorry. You love me.
Yeah, okay.
You love me.
I do.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.